Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope's path to revenge on Steffy with Finn's future at stake. The bold and the beautiful BNB spoilers for Monday, June 10th state that Steffy Forrester Jacqueline McInnes. Would we be on edge about Hope Logan? Anuka Knoll plan and how far she will go to end her marriage to John Finnine. Tanner Nolan Liam Spencer Scott Clifton may continue to dismiss that notion, since he does not see Hope in the same manipulative manner as Steffy. Even so, Liam may have to admit that Hope hasn't been herself since she first fell for Thomas Forrester. Matthew Atkinson Steffy may argue that no one knows what Hope is truly capable of anymore, so she will undoubtedly want to keep Finn close and neutralize any threat Hope may offer. It's easy to envision Steffy telling Hope that if she crosses the line with Finn, she will live to regret it. Of course, BNB wants fans to assume that Hope has already crossed that line after a sizzling cliffhanger scene involving her kissing Finn at 4 Creations. However, there is no reason to believe that any actual smooching occurred. All of the evidence points to a fantasy. Therefore, Hope will most likely be jolted back to reality and find she has lost track of time while daydreaming. That said, it won't be the last time Hope allows dirty Finn thoughts to enter her mind. Hope will eventually fantasize and even steaming scene in the privacy of her own home, so stay tuned for it later this week, June 10th to 14th. Meanwhile, Hope may be struggling to understand her emotions and wondering what she should do about them since Steffy sent Thomas to Paris with Douglas Forrester. Henry Joseph Samria, part of Hope, has desired vengeance. There's no disputing that Hope could make Steffy pay if she successfully convinced Finn to hook up with her, or perhaps took him entirely. Given Finn's dedication to Steffy, that would be a difficult task, but Hope could still try. For the time being, Hope will most likely just sit there perplexed by her Finn fantasies, but we'll keep you updated on any spiteful plans that may arise as a result. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, Hope has an opportunity to improve her love life if she plays her cards right, so stay tuned for more romance news. Hope's thirst for vengeance against Steffy had been simmering for a long time, fueled by a string of betrayals and emotional wounds that had never entirely healed. Steffy, who had always played an important role in Hope's life, had once again found herself at the center of a storm. This time, Hope was resolved not to be a passive victim of Steffy's manipulations and schemes. She wanted payback, and she wanted it her way. Hope's vendetta stemmed from the latest in a long string of imagined betrayals. The relationship between Steffy and Finn had always been strained, but when Steffy's actions had a direct impact on Hope's life, it was the breaking point. Steffy's intervention and Hope's relationships, along with her apparent indifference for the consequences of her actions, convinced Hope that she could no longer sit back and watch as Steffy wreak devastation on those around her. Hope meticulously planned her retribution. She knew a frontal confrontation with Steffy would be pointless because she was too good at manipulating situations. Instead, Hope chose to target Steffy's heart. Her bond with Finn, who was caught in the crossfire of the two women's long-running dispute, was both a weakness and a source of leverage. If Hope could force a rift between Steffy and Finn, she could achieve justice while also disrupting Steffy's life in significant ways. The first step in Hope's plan was gathering information. She needed to grasp the intricacies of Steffy and Finn's relationship, including their vulnerabilities and secrets. Hope began to gently explore and watch, leveraging her connections and resources to expose the flaws in their supposedly stable relationship. It didn't take long for Hope to recognize important causes of contention: Finn's difficulty with Steffy's background, their opposing priorities, and the residual presence of unsolved issues that neither had fully addressed. With this understanding, Hope began to sow the seeds of doubt and strife. She approached Finn with a well-planned story based on his doubts and concerns. She alluded to Steffy's past of betrayal, implying that Finn was being overly trusting in her. Hope's statements were subtle but effective, implying that Steffy's commitment might not be as solid as Finn thought. Meanwhile, Hope launched a more direct campaign to destroy Steffy's credibility. She began spreading stories and insinuations about Steffy's reputation. Throwing doubt on her motives, Hope created a cloud of suspicion about Steffy by manipulating social circumstances and using her power, friends and acquaintances who had previously supported Steffy, began to question her behavior and character. The strain on Steffy and Finn's relationship began to increase. Finn, who was already struggling with the challenges of being engaged with a member of the prominent Forrester family, felt increasingly lonely and unsure. Steffy became protective and paranoid after noticing Finn's change in manner. The tension between them increased, resulting in conflicts and misunderstandings that stressed their relationship even more. Hope felt a satisfaction as she watched the spectacle develop. Her plan was working, and Steffy was experiencing a fraction of the grief and anxiety that she had caused others. However, Hope recognized that this was just the beginning. To properly achieve her purpose, she needed to strike a hard blow, one that would irreversibly harm Steffy and Finn's relationship and force Steffy to face the repercussions of her actions. That opportunity arose when Hope revealed a truth from Steffy's history that Finn was unaware of. It was a piece of information that, if divulged, would destroy Finn's faith in Steffy and possibly kill their relationship. Hope was presented with a moral quandary. Disclosing the secret would definitely inflict agony and suffering, but it would also serve as the ultimate form of punishment. After much deliberation, Hope chose to proceed, believing that the aims justified the methods. Hope disclosed the news to Finn in a tense confrontation, timing it so that Steffy was present. The revelation had the planned effect. Finn was distraught, and his trust in Steffy was entirely destroyed. Steffy, taken off guard and powerless to protect herself, was left reeling from the treachery. The aftermath was swift and devastating. Finn, feeling duped and embarrassed, distanced himself from Steffy, questioning the foundation of the relationship and his role in her life. Steffy, on her part, was forced to confront the truth about her actions and the consequences they had on others around her. Her relationship with Finn ended abruptly, serving as a sharp reminder of the repercussions of her actions. As she battled to pick up the pieces, she had to deal with the fact that Hope had planned her demise. The understanding that Hope was capable of such a premeditated and brutal strategy was a terrible pill to accept. The consequences of Hope's vengeance were complicated. While she had succeeded in hurting Steffy and ruining her life, the victory was bittersweet. Hope was overwhelmed by the emotional consequences of her actions, and she struggled with feelings of guilt and remorse. The thrill of witnessing Steffy suffer was tempered by the understanding that she had transformed into someone capable of such cruelty. Finn, caught in the thick of the conflict, has his own set of issues. The betrayal he felt from Steffy was exacerbated by his faith in both women was shattered, leaving him concerned about his future and his capacity to trust again. Finn's future, once full of promise and hope, suddenly appeared uncertain and laden with difficulties. Finally, Hope's path to Vang resulted in a number of unexpected consequences. While she had achieved her immediate purpose, the long-term consequences of her actions were far-reaching and intensely personal. The ruined relationships, broken trust, and emotional scars left behind were evidence of revenge's destructive power. Following the dispute, Hope, Steffy, and Finn embarked on a journey of healing and self-discovery. It was a moment for Hope to reflect on her acts and their consequences, and to figure out how to balance her need for justice with her need for compassion and empathy. Steffy saw it as an opportunity to confront her previous mistakes and rebuild her life with a new sense of purpose and honesty. And for Finn, it was an opportunity to heal from the wounds of betrayal and forge a way forward that reflected his own values and goals. The story of revenge and its consequences served as a poignant reminder of the intricacies of human relationships and the thin line between justice and vengeance. As they progressed, they carried the lessons acquired from this stormy chapter with them, aiming to construct a future defined by their ability for growth, forgiveness, and understanding rather than their past disagreements.